What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and that Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be your family hero. Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win, all right? And in today's video, we're going to be talking about no-doc loans versus revenue-based documentation loans. Now, it's a lot of people out there that's uneducated about credit, that's uneducated about loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. So, a lot of people on social media, YouTube, different platforms, they go out and they talk about these new small startup business no doc loans that has people under the impression that just because you have a new small startup business that you can start getting no documentation loans for it with it. What so and a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are misled. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the logistics of both no doc loans and revenue based loans with documentations, because different things benefit different people depending on their situation. Everybody credit profile, business credit profile is not the same, and a lot of people got to start understanding that. So what might be good for you might not be good for me, and what might be good for me might not be good for you, right? So when it comes to no doc loans, you got no doc loans on the personal side and you got no doc loans on the business side. And no doc loans are strictly, well, basically they go off your credit profile, your credit score, right? So credit profiles, credit scores, people who want no documentation loans, and this is on the personal side. We're going to discuss personal no doc loans first. Personal credit. People got to understand that bad credit loans, almost every bank offers bad credit loans. And if they don't, they'll offer you a secured loan, which will help you build your credit to get that unsecured loan. But almost every bank offers bad credit loans. And bad credit loans, they offer bad credit loans because if you have bad credit, the worse your credit is, the higher your APR will be, which means the more money you'll be paying back on that loan into that bank. So they're going to make more money off of you. So of course they're going to offer bad credit loans. That's what people got to start understanding. So when you hear blah blah $50,000 bad credit, blah, 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 loan, understand bad credit is a red flag for a high APR, which means you're going to have a high interest rate on that loan. So you're going to be paying back a lot. No documentation means we're going to go off that credit profile. So most people have bad credit scores. Most people credit profiles are not where they need to be. Most people don't even know how to manage their credit and how credit is managed or structured. So understanding personal credit first. Personal credit. You have a personal credit profile, and that personal credit profile demonstrates how well you are with managing credit and debt. Debt meaning money. Money meaning that you have an account that you got and that you owe money on. So it might be an auto loan, it might be student loans, it might be credit cards, any type of primary trade line that you have, which is any account that's primarily in your name that you owe money on. So people don't understand debt. People have to start understanding that there is good debt and there is bad debt. debt builds your credit profile, your credit worthiness, because once you are lent the money and you pay it off, that demonstrates good debt management. When you get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit, and they go delinquent after 6 months, and the collection agencies buy those accounts, that's demonstrating bad debt. So people got to understand the difference between the two, because most people feel as if you need to have zero debt to live the American dream. Zero debt is the way to be, which is 100% false. If you have no debt and can't show that you can manage money, nobody's going to lend you money. So you have to have credit worthiness. You have to have credit. You have to have a certain amount of debt, not even a certain amount. The more debt that you have, the more money they'll lend you. And 35% of your payment history determines all of that. So 35% is your payment history that calculates your credit score and credit profile. Then you got credit mix, and you got how much debt you have and the longevity of that credit mixture. That's what calculates your credit profile. 35% is the most that goes towards your credit profile, is your payment history. So as long as you're making payments on all of the accounts that you have, you're going to keep growing your credit profile with good payment history, with good, it's going to start growing, giving you points. Other accounts, you get smaller amounts, but 35% of your credit profile is generated off your payment history, and that's the most percentage of anything that creates your credit profile. And that's what people got to understand. So understanding that if 35% of your credit profile is generated and created off your payment history, that means that you have to have an X amount of payments on certain accounts in order to get an X amount of points. So when people try to buy credit builder loans and things like that, think they're going to buy this credit builder loan, or this account is going to report to their credit report and it's going to jump 50 points. No, it don't work like that. You have to make payments over a period of time in order to get that amount of points on any account. That's how credit is built. It's not you have to show longevity. You have to show that you can manage money. That's why it's over a period of time. That's why payment history is 35% of your credit score, because the more payments you make and pay down and pay off is showing that you can manage money. So that's why people got to start understanding these things, because understanding this information will help you determine if you need a no-doc loan or a revenue-based loan. Because understanding your credit profile and your credit worthiness, and understanding wherever bank that you try to go to, every bank has different requirements. So understanding each bank's requirement and which bank works best for you will determine those things also. So no documentation loans on the personal side is not revenue based. It is strictly off your credit profile, your credit worthiness. So that whatever you put on that paper, that's what you put. And they go check your credit profile, your credit worthiness, and see if it's there. If it's not, you're not going to get approved. So then you got no doc loans on the business side. And it's the exact same thing. Having a structured business, properly structured the right way, having a business credit score properly structured, meaning that your paydex score is over 80. Your paydex score is where it needs to be. You have enough debt being reported on your business credit profile and managing it the right way. It's the exact same thing with the business as it is with the personal. And that's what's going to allow you to get no documentation loans. And then a lot of people got to understand that when you have new businesses, most businesses have to be in business for X amount of time to be able to get $50,000 no doc loans and up. If you are in business for at least 6 months or 12 months or 24 months, most banks won't give you a $50,000 no doc loan, even if your business credit score where it needs to be. If you've been under, for example, Truist Bank, they give no doc loans to new businesses, but you have to be in business for at least 2 years to get that $50,000 no doc loan. If you are in business under 2 years, you get $25,000. And most banks work like that. So if this LLC is aged from 2 years back, you're good. If this LLC is not aged 2 years back, then you're going to get $25,000. And that's another thing that they don't tell a lot of people. They have people under the impression that you can get an LLC and go get these $50,000 no doc loans with no problem. And it does not work like that, right? So then you got revenue-based loans. Revenue-based loans are loans that go strictly off paper, documentations. What do you have on this documentation? And those also will approve people with bad credit. Sometimes they don't even pay attention to credit when it comes to revenue-based loans. So on the personal side, it's based off your debt-to-income ratio. How much money do you make a month? And out of that, how much are you paying in bills? They will want you over 36%. So no more than 36% of your bills should be coming out your monthly revenue. And also, you still have to have decent credit because that's what's going to determine your APR on that loan. And then you got the same loans, revenue-based loans on the business side, where they go strictly off your bank statements, what you show that you have coming in. So they might want 12, 24, 36, 48 months worth of bank statements showing how much you averagely bring in a month and a year. You might need to be in business for 6 months. You might need an annual revenue of $10,000, $8,000, $5,000, different requirements for different banks and different places that you go. So all that plays a key factor of you getting approved for these type of loans. And most people don't understand the difference between a no-doc loan and a revenue-based loan. Revenue-based loans are easier for people to get because a lot of people make money on paper, but their credit score is bad. And there's a lot of people that understand that documentations can be created all day, which can give this illusion that this person is making that amount of money or making this or whatever to help them get approved for a certain type of loan. Like, people gotta understand that this is the real world, and people are going to figure out any way and every way that they can to get anything easier. And it's a lot of people out here who need loans not for the wrong reason. Their credit score, their debt to income ratio might not be where it needs to be. So they might gotta change some things around on documentation, change some numbers around or something just to get approved. So that's how the world works. It's being done all day, every day. I'm not telling people to do that, but I'm just letting y'all know what's really going on out here in the world. This is real life information. Like, people are really helping people get up, loan officers or underwriters. It just depends on the situation. So people go for revenue-based loans because it's easier to work with. Put it like that. It's easier for people to work with and get approved with no revenue-based loans than no doc loans, because everybody's credit profile is not where it needs to be. But if you can show on paper that you make this amount each year or every month, that'll help you get approved for revenue-based loans on the business side and on the personal side. All right. So no doc loans versus revenue-based loans. People got to stop hearing no doc and just thinking that they can get a loan with no documentation, like walking the bank like, hey, I'm trying to get this no doc loan. Okay, fill out this paperwork. How much you need? Okay, we're finna process it and we're gonna bring you back the amount of money. No, it don't work like that. They're gonna check your credit profile, check your credit worthiness, check your debt to income rate. They're gonna check all that. Revenue is just based off what you got on paper, how much you make a month or yearly, and as long as you meet the requirements. Like I said, you might need to be in business for 5 months, 6 months, a year, bringing this much annually, then you should be good. Like, it's a lot of different places, like Ocean Lending Group. I still got it popped up right here. Let me give you guys an example. So Ocean Lending Group is credit history isn't important. Flexible payment plans based on what you can afford. Get approved within 24 hours. Get funding within 72 hours. No tax history required. No business plan needed. No collateral required. Quick and easy application process. So places like that. That's what I mean by documentation loans and revenue-based loans and things like that. They go strictly off how much you make. You ain't got to go through all that other stuff, right? So make sure you guys are really doing your due diligence when it comes to getting these business loans and personal loans and understanding what type of loan that you're getting, because different banks have different requirements and there's different loans for different things. All right. So shout out to all my Real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for $600. Yes, $600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats each session. We're gonna talk about anything, everything I want to talk about business-wise, from business credit, personal credit, investing, passive income, you name it. All right. Make sure y'all, and these videos will go on my podcast. So make sure y'all ready to work and have some professional conversations. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on crypto tour, in-person limited gyms, $3,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money meet in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, $2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell. Make sure y'all follow my check out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato app, Millionaire Network. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitch, my TikTok, my IGs. I got multiple IGs, multiple YouTube channels. So make sure y'all following all of them, subscribe to all of them, hit the all notification bell so y'all won't miss out on nothing. And make sure y'all check out my music channel, King Hussle X1L, my latest mixtape, Hussle and Flow. Just dropped a new music video and 2 new singles. So make sure y'all go run the views up, the likes and the comments up. Also, make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.